Hey guys, it's Simeon. This is Pro Wrestling Unlimited, as we have some breaking news that we're going to talk about tonight regarding WrestleMania, Roman Reigns, and what the hell is freaking going on, Nick? Roman Reigns is out of Mania.
That's right. Roman Reigns is out of Mania. It's weird to think about.
It is.
Because Mania, it's just Mania and the season leading up to it and everything around it has just felt so last minute. You know what I mean? Everything just kind of feels like it.
Well, you kind of can't blame them.
No, you can't. It's just, I'm just saying everything lately feels like that, be it, between wrestling and like just fucking day-to-day life. It's just like, who knows what's happening and when it's going to happen next. And for this to come out, so late in the evening and knowing that Roman not going to be in this match, it's a little bit weird. But before we get into all of that, I want to say hello, everybody. Saying hello to the chat. Chase Brim is here. Eric Tate, Jason Dalton coming in with those hot takes.
My ears are
by becoming a member. I missed that logo. It's been a while since I've recorded a hot take video.
Yeah.
They get hard after a while because I don't like to be too negative, and then I feel like I'm always negative about wrestling.
Right.
But regardless, Stop the Wand is here. Antonio Banks is here as well. All some lovely people. Chris McNutt, of course, Broken King. So yeah, Roman being out of Mania. What do you guys think? What would you guys like to see? What do you think will happen?
For you guys that haven't heard, let me read you the original story that came out from Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet.
Actually, an hour ago, maybe.
Actually, exactly when. It was Ryan Satin tweeted that he had the news at hour and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan Satin tweeted out, and there's a lot to compile here because he was not the first to kind of hint that something was going on. So Ryan Satin tweeted, Pro Wrestling Sheet has learned that Roman Reigns will not be part of WWE's Universal Championship match at WrestleMania 36 as planned. Sources with knowledge of the situation tell us that Reigns expressed to WWE that he didn't feel comfortable doing any more of the Performance Center shows during the pandemic because he is, and I butcher this word every time, immunocompromised. If I don't say that word super slow, I mess it up.
Immunocompromised. Yeah, I got you.
From his battle with leukemia and didn't want to risk his health. We're told that WWE honored his request and he will now be replaced by somebody else in the match against Goldberg, though it is unclear at this time who. So, I'm going to switch my screen for a second because I need to show you a series of tweets from one WrestleVotes.
Show me or show the screen?
We'll show everybody watching. You'll see it too if you're watching the stream.
I am, but it's delayed, so it'll be weird.
All right, so we got this here. WrestleVotes tweeted out this morning, right here. Just the eyes, like, look at this, but nothing else. He then sends out this one. So the original tweet here was from the 19th stating, spoke with a source who states that this is a direct quote, a majority of talent are still hoping that Mania gets postponed. Take this as you will. He quote tweets that today with, remember this tweet. And no, it's not getting postponed. So the first thing you think there, now knowing the Roman Reigns news is, well, was Roman one of these hoping that the show was going to get postponed, hoping that he didn't have to show up at the PC again to do these closed off shows? Mm-hmm. Then, as we scroll up here, after Ryan Satin released the news, WrestleVotes says, and there's the news. But then, puts out this one. Braun hugging Roman. There's one more tweet saying, still haven't tweeted spoilers, by the way, because he said WrestleVotes, or he or she, I believe it's a he. From what I've heard, I know someone that's met him but won't tell me who it is. States that, he states that he's going to get the spoilers. He said he will get them, but he will not post them. He said he will not be that one to post the spoilers. But right here, Braun hugging Roman. Does that mean, or is that a troll tweet by WrestleVotes stating we're all filling for Roman? Or is that a Braun's replacing Roman? Now, according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, whoops, that was not good. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, Sean posted on their Fightful Select service that WWE's crew found out that Roman Reigns was not going to be involved in WrestleMania yesterday, Wednesday, before they started taping. Yesterday and today, they were supposed to film everything for WrestleMania. We don't know exactly when Vince McMahon or Triple H or whoever needed to know in that regard got the word. But as of right now, the crew and many people did not know that Roman was going to be pulling himself out of this show until yesterday, right before, what's the word I'm looking for? They started filming everything.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Piquet with the super chat, $1.99. Thank you for that one.
Sure, just for you. Here you go. Ugh.
But this is crazy. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, weird, and it's like, for me, it's everything about WrestleMania that I just wish it wouldn't fucking happen this year. Just don't let it happen. Don't let Mania happen this year. Do everything you can to not let this fucking show happen.
It's happening. It should be all filmed.
I know, and I know that it's going to happen. I understand that. But what I'm saying is I just worry about the disaster that this could be. And I'm not saying that, without Roman, this show is going to be a disaster. But I think without matches that that fans are going to watch, give a shit about. Granted, no one cares about Goldberg, but they're going to care because it's a title match, and there's a good chance Roman's probably going to win this match. Now, with him being out of it, most people probably don't give two shits about this Goldberg match anymore. They don't care about Goldberg. You're not appealing to new audience members. You're not appealing to those people if you happen to air it on, fucking ESPN or whatever. You're not going to be getting any new people that are going to be too interested. And it's just, this year's Mania just kind of seems like it's an episode of Raw on a Saturday and Sunday. And I'm worried about that. I don't know how that's going to go, but who knows, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one question is, we're not saying we know for sure, but one would assume that Roman was winning the title, beating Goldberg. And now the big question is going to be, okay, so if hypothetically Roman was beating Goldberg, does this now mean whoever is taking his spot is beating Goldberg for the title?
Hopefully.
Or is this now them saying, well, Goldberg going to pick up a big win at WrestleMania? Because I don't think Goldberg has ever won a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, why not? Just let Goldberg win. Just wait until Roman, everything is fine again, and Roman is cool coming back, and you can do it in front of a crowd, and we can get this shit over with. I don't want to see a title change to no fucking reaction. No matter who the champion's going to be.
Right.
I don't want to hear, and your new champion, or still so-and-so, and it's just thing. I don't know. Weird to think about.
It's just going to be, it's weird because I'm going to read something from the Wrestling Observer that came out tonight after this news. And I feel like Dave Meltzer did not know this news because he did not put it in the Wrestling Observer. Or when he found out, it was too late to add it to the Observer. But we have some other interesting information that does lead me to believe that Roman may not be the only one not working WrestleMania. As I pull up the Observer here and read it verbatim.
And there's a few names as you pull that up. There's a few names that you could probably picture wouldn't be ones to work the card given the fee, given the current state of everything.
Right.
You can assume.
So we already know Dana Brooke, Rey Mysterio. They're not working Mania. They're both quarantined. But here's some more news on that situation. Coming from the Wrestling Observer stating, at least two WWE talents were pulled from WrestleMania due to what was described as symptoms. Dana Brooke and Rey Mysterio. Brooke was supposed to be in a 6-way match for the SmackDown Women's title. She arrived at the 3:20 tapings, which was last Friday for SmackDown, at the Performance Center, and after being checked medically, was asked to quarantine herself. Mysterio had symptoms and stayed in California and quarantined himself. Now, as of right now, there is no indication either has the coronavirus, and it was just a matter of being cautious. Meltzer goes on to state that we're told that as of 3/26, nobody in the company has tested positive. The WrestleMania card has changed, though. Names are being kept confidential because so few know. But it's been confirmed that multiple people on the card either said they were sick, which means instantly being pulled off of all shows this week. There were others who did not feel sick, but had fevers of above a 100.4, which was WWE's cutoff point of not allowing people to work. And others who, on their own, said they didn't feel comfortable flying in. So, Roman's not the only one, it sounds like. that has been pulled from WrestleMania. And one name that comes to mind quickly is Daniel Bryan. Now, if you listen to the Bella's podcast, Brie Bella did state that Daniel Bryan is also immunocompromised, just like Roman Reigns. We've always known that Daniel Bryan's had health issues and whatnot, but nothing like to the level of Roman Reigns. I digress. But she stated that because she's pregnant and Daniel's been working in Orlando and going back and forth and whatever, that she was going to make him quarantine himself when he got home. Because she didn't want, even if he's not showing symptoms or even if he doesn't test positive, you never know. And she's pregnant, so she can't risk anything.
Exactly.
So is Daniel, go for it.
I was just going to say, I picture a lot of the guys with children probably wouldn't want to wrestle or go out, given the current circumstances of the world, and risk bringing that home to not only your children, but significant others, family members, things of that nature. I earlier said Cena. I picture him just being like, hey, I don't want to work this. It's so dangerous. But also at the same time, I think Bray would be like, hey, I got a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm trying to picture this as more as like not really them as wrestlers, but them as like human beings and people with common sense. And
so,
you know,
I got two ways to get around this. This is me fantasy booking, predicting how you get around Roman not being on the show.
So Roman books it, baby.
So Roman sends in a video or Goldberg comes out and they just state that because Roman Reigns has been sick in the past and is immunocompromised, he has made the decision to not come to the WWE Performance Center, to not participate at WrestleMania.
So you're saying WWE admits that?
Yes.
Got it.
Because here's the thing. Goldberg then says, I respect your decision. I'm not going to hold that against you and think anything less of you, but I still want to defend my championship because that's who I am, a fighting champion. How about we do an open challenge? Anybody can come out and challenge me. Now, a couple things you can do with that. Give him your suggestion, which you told me, Nick.
What did I suggest?
About night one bleeding into night two?
About night one bleeding into... Oh, yeah, they could go with something that I don't think a lot of fans would enjoy very much, but I think it's, with uncertain times, you have to kind of rely on old reliable and old tactics to get you through times like these. So I picture something like maybe night one, Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre will main event WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre will win, and maybe that next night, night two on April 5th, when Goldberg's out there, maybe Goldberg does say, here's an open challenger. Anyone back there, come fight me. Or probably won't even say that. He'll just say, well, Roman's out. Who's next? Throws his microphone. And, I could picture you hearing Brock Lesnar's music. Dun, 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 dun. Lesnar comes out. He beats Goldberg. Goldberg is gone. Lesnar's a SmackDown champion for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, depending on how long and until we can see Roman back, until Roman feels cool coming back.
And then Roman takes the title from him as soon as he can.
And then, so after all that, Roman can come back, take the title off of Brock Lesnar. That's just something that I could see happening. It's not something that I would personally want to see. Again, I don't think you would want to have the Fiend attack Roman. Roman's not even showing up to the Performance Center. He doesn't want to go.
Far as I know,
so they would have to deep fake him in.
Roman hasn't been there since last SmackDown, which was last week. So
yeah, there's no spoilers leak. There, people in the chat are just saying dumb shit. Don't believe them. That's why I'm not.
Here's the thing I'm going to say.
Bullshit.
If anybody tries to tell you Sasha Banks won the Raw Women's Championship or SmackDown Women's Championship because Natalya posted a photo, the photo's fake. I was sent the photo and in 0.001 second was able to tell that it was a fake. Because someone tried to Photoshop her hair, didn't get all the hair, and did a really bad job. So if anyone tries to say Sasha won a title at Mania, maybe not, but we don't know that because the photo going around is a fake. But another option maybe they can do, which I wouldn't like, what if you add Goldberg to the Cena Bray match and make that a triple threat for the title?
I mean, you could do that, but then I think you would be really wasting the opportunity of John Cena and Goldberg facing off against each other because that can be monumental. Can be big. That could be talked about. But if you're just throwing Goldberg into them, like, yeah, they could do it, and it's WWE, so who gives a shit? Like, they could just do it. Luke with the $4.99 says, "Did you watch part 2 of the Chris Benoit stuff?" Yeah, we got to it. We'll probably do a video on it at some point later on next week. You guys will see that drop. But back to the WrestleMania stuff. What, Tim? What?
Someone in the chat says WWE is leaking fake spoilers. No, they're not.
No, they're not. People are just dumb.
I know of people. I know of people that I can probably say 99% certainty have spoilers, but everybody that I've spoken to or seen online are going to do the right thing and not put them out.
Yeah, most people aren't going to do it. Seeing what a lot of people are saying here in chat. They're saying Goldberg versus Sting. That's something, I guess. If you got to convince anyone that Sting would show up.
I doubt they're getting Sting last minute. Sting ain't going to be ring ready. It was literally
Sting. Hold on.
What?
I don't think Sting can go out there because Sting is 6. Oh wait, that's the wrong Sting. That's Sting from a band.
You idiot. I mean, Steve Borden.
Listen. He's 61.
Yeah.
He's got a couple more years till he's considered a senior citizen, and senior citizens are considered like prime candidates for, hey, you don't want to get this virus, so they probably won't get Sting.
Vinnie Mac's been there. Here's the funny thing.
I don't think Vince McMahon is immune.
They told Jerry Lawler, because of your age, we're not going to use you. But Vince is there, and he's like 5 years older than Lawler.
Because I think Vince holds more gusto. Because who's the guy that fucking makes the rules for wrestling?
Vince probably says, I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. Coronavirus can't touch me.
Fuck. Coronavirus is going to get in his system. Vince is going to go, I'm fucking sorry, who are you? And it's going to apologize. And then coronavirus is going to win the title at Mania.
Vince is going to test positive and go, test positive? What does that mean? That I can go back to work? I never left work.
He'll test positive and he'll go, are you sure? Check again. They're going to check again. It's going to be fine.
They're going to be doing one of their 4 a.m. meetings, and they're going to get a thing. Mr. McMahon, you've tested positive. He's going to go, and? Yeah, we're not done with our meeting. What do you want me to do? Leave? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good.
Not making fun of the situation. Make fun of Vince McMahon. I just want to make that clear. But
I mean, trying to just make light.
But now that Roman Reigns is out of this match, like legitimately,
Jeff Hardy, Aleister Black.
That's what I'm saying. Who do you guys think? Well, Aleister Black's got a match. Thinking of people without matches. Braun, Nakamura. Because here's the other situation. I think I already said this, but whoever. Yeah, I said this already, but again, I'm going to ask it. Whoever is facing Goldberg, are they just going to get slid right into the same plans as Roman was and win the belt? Because if we assume Roman was winning?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, which is why I think...
Or do they shift, or could they shift it and say, well, Goldberg, you're going to retain, buddy.
They might have just offered Goldberg an extension.
Right.
Yeah, hey, here's a contract for 3 months out of Mania. Come for 3 more months.
Thomas Seeger? No. He said Seeger. Rob Gronkowski versus... I can't even read that.
I would actually put a gun to my mouth and die if that was the match that was happening.
Goldberg versus Sheamus.
Matt Riddle would be cool.
Matt Riddle. That would be an interesting one given the history there.
Relationship. I'm not your bro.
That would be an interesting one. That would actually work.
Work is a loose term.
Well, yeah, everything's a loose term right now because everything's fly this. Because we always say WWE works off the seat of their pants and changes things day by day, hour by hour. But right now, it's out of their hands to change things day by day, hour by hour.
Facts, man. They're changing. And the funny thing is I'm sure they're still changing, but they're changing and then being told change it again. All right, cool. Change it again, and just over and over. They have to keep changing, and it's some shit, man.
And like we stated, everything for Mania should be, at least everything that they need to film at the PC should be filmed up by now, by tonight, by now. Like it's 8, 9, 10. It's almost midnight there in Orlando. Well, they should be done. I mean, any other pre-tapes that they need to do, they can do in Stanford. Up at their studios up there, if they really need to like do some backstage segment, or God forbid have Corey Graves and Tom Phillips host it like they hosted the ESPN special.
Oh, please. I'd rather die.
I mean, you could also have Gronk host it that way, but I would no. Would you? Okay, here's a question for you. Would you rather have Gronk hosted it in a ring with no fans, or just at some studio in front of a green screen?
I would like him in a studio
instead of the no fans thing.
But don't give me a green screen. Let me know that he is in a studio. It's suit Rob Gronkowski in a studio.
No. It would be a green because their studio. It's a digital studio on a green screen. Their studio is a green screen, and then they use a 3D software to map in their studio in
gotcha.
3D space.
Gotcha.
Cool. So, I don't know, folks. That's all the news we have, though. Roman Reigns has been pulled. WWE, we don't know exactly when Vince McMahon found out, but we know that the crew was not told till Wednesday morning.
Wild shit, man. Some wild stuff.
There's speculation on who can be replacing him. They're not just canning the match. Goldberg will still have a match at WrestleMania from all that we know right now. And we'll go from there and see exactly what happens. But, I mean,
we will.
It's interesting. If we hear anything else, we'll let you know exactly when we find out.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much for tuning into this kind of breaking news edition of the podcast tonight. For those of you that did come for an AEW review, here's the review. It was okay. Just go watch it or something.
Wasn't as good as the last week's show.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at ArmWeek21. You guys can follow us on Twitter at PW Unlimited. Tim, where can they find you?
You can find me basically anywhere at Timmy Buddy, either on Twitter or twitch.tv/Timmy Buddy.
Yeah, baby. I want to thank all of you very, very much. And remember, call your mom. She probably misses. Bye.
Have a good one.